Good afternoon, my brothers and my sisters. Welcome to another Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. I am Sheraldon Brave. It's a great day. I'm having a wonderful week, and I hope that you are doing the same. I do have two short pieces, two four-liners, and I also have one longer piece. Instead of doing two shorter pieces, I'm going to do one long piece instead. So I do see that I have at least two. There you go. Freddie, good to see you, my brother. Thanks for being aboard with me. I appreciate you. All right. So, Freddie, interesting. I see an option that I'm going to take on next week. So I'll share that with you later off camera. Moniz, hey, how you doing? Good to see you, my sister. Love you much. That's my beautiful cousin there. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and with the two pieces, and then we go into the longer piece. The first piece is entitled Willingness. I'm not afraid of love. I'm not afraid to love. I'm only afraid of being unwilling to love. Again, I'm not afraid of love. I'm not afraid to love. I'm only afraid of being unwilling to love. Willingness. The next four-liner is entitled Future Past. The past is gone. The future isn't here. Now is the time to show someone you care. Again, the past is gone. The future isn't here. Now is the time to show someone you care. Future past. It's taking me another sip here. So, just transparency. Just before coming on, I was in the kitchen cooking dinner, and I was trying to make sure that I didn't have any timers on or anything like that. But just to give you a little update, a little background on the menu. In the crock pot, I got some red beans going with some smoked turkey neck, and on the stove some brown rice, and in the oven I'm doing some roasting some chicken pieces. And so hopefully by the time we do this together and I get ready for work, everything will be done, can turn the stove off, and I have my actual meal for tonight at work. Because as you all know, I do work overnight, and it's just kind of hard to get up to think about cooking. So I try to do something, for the whole about 2 to 3 days. So if you hear any timers going off, just know that I probably forgot something. All right. Okay. So now the main event for this evening is a piece entitled "Mind on the Money." And I want to really take my time with this because I just finished it this morning, and it's a piece that's dear to my heart, and I'm sure it will be dear to yours, especially come this November. All right. So I think I could do this without my glasses, but maybe a little bit more light. There we go. I hope that's not distracting. I see a little shine on my head, but that's coming with age. Mind on the money. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to be your better self and to grow your community. Why is your vote such a big deal? It's the difference between playing powerful and power that's real. We vote for a president every 4 years, but forget about representatives and senators who usually just vote with their peers. Every vote matters, for there lies your voice. You not voting throws away your power of choice. I'm not simply talking about who you may choose. I'm not even talking about who might win or who might lose. I'm talking about taking ownership of tax dollars large and small that can improve schools and other services instead of building a dividing wall. I'm talking about acquiring the knowledge to dismantle racist and discriminatory laws. I don't need to hear from anyone. Back then, that's just how it was. What was racist back then is still racist now. Many things are just written differently, signed with a fake oath or a phony vow. I don't beat people up with criticism about voting. I give it to them straight without any sugarcoating. So if you're one of those who is against the ballot, enjoy your bitter medicine as it passes your palate. Because there's very little that I can offer when you don't care enough about who's minding your coffer. And that one's entitled Mind on the Money. November will be here before we know it. And if you've been tuned in radio, podcasts, magazines, Facebook, any social media, you are hearing, seeing, and hopefully embracing what's going on during the pandemic concerning voting by mail. Don't believe the hype. Do what you must do. Do what you can do in order to get your vote heard, registered, and placed. It's just amazing to me. So every week until voting, you will hear this from me. I hope you don't mind, and if you do mind, I hope you don't mind, because it's that important. It's that important based on what you heard me read about in this poem. But definitely, you know what your needs are in your community, so get out and get the vote. And so, again, I just want to remind you about the census, because it kind of goes hand in hand with the tax dollars and how things are going to be distributed. And I was thinking the other day as I was driving down the street, this is an interesting time. You've got this election coming up, which to me is one of the most important ones in my lifetime so far. And that's very personal for me. I'll throw myself out there like that. This election has become very personal for me. So I have that going on. And then we have the census 2020 going on in the middle of a pandemic. We still have the power. Look at all of those in the middle of the pandemic. Do not give the pandemic itself any power. You still have the power to do what you need to do for your community, for your household, and for yourself. And one of those things is to get out the vote. So just keep that in mind. I will be posting these pieces at the end of the broadcast. Know that you can also find it on Instagram and also on YouTube for those persons who might not follow other social media such as Instagram and Facebook. I thank you all for being with me today. It's always grand. I'm grateful that God is still using me to write pieces like these and to be able to come before you to deliver them. And I am also happy to say that we are in the month of August, and this month, the last Wednesday of the month, we will be celebrating 1 year of Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. And I have to say that I'm very pleased. When I started this last year, I had no idea where it would go. Only thing I knew at that time was that I did not want to be before you live. I was trying to record it and then put it on Facebook, and it just kind of morphed into this thing where you and I get to share this time together every Wednesday, and I really do look forward to it. And so before I go, I want to just say hello to some of you, and I may get it wrong, but I believe it's pronounced Bidmos. Thank you so much for being on, and Mrs. Brown, I do see you. Look, and I know how much it means to you to be on while I'm actually doing it live, so thank you so much. Gregory, I do see you. Thank you, my brother, for being with me and being with us. So that's a great thing. So listen, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I am Sheraldon Brave. It's always good to be here with you on Wednesday. I'm going to go back to my old saying because, it just works so well. I love you. There's nothing you can do about it. You can try. The universe will not support you in that effort. So go ahead, have yourself a great week. And on next week, Wednesday, I will be here live again. Thank you. Again, everything will be posted. Until next week, Sheraldon Brave, Wednesday Wisdom Poetry. See you then. Bye now.